Okay then, one to go here this afternoon. It's 7-1. Stephen Hendry, the best there's ever been, proving it at the moment yet again.
Yes, we're into the last frame of this first session. And he's got a terrific lead.
Well, this is some shot he's taking on here. Not so much the pot that he was taking on, but the positional shot he was attempting. That would have been out of this world had it have come off.
Had a bit of a grin on his face, 2 days.
1. Green ball. Four.
He couldn't really play for the black there. It was tight on the cushion and didn't intend to cannon into the reds. He was hoping to be nicely on the blue. But the only thing you can do when you're this far behind, you've got to forget about the scoreline and just play each frame as it comes along and just try and win that one frame and build on that. A lot easier said than done, but you don't want to be taking too many reckless shots.
Green ball. Peter Upton, 5.
Just looking at Peter's breaks in the match so far, he's made breaks of 56, 76, 49, 39, 38, and he's 7-1 behind.
He's found a nice one there and has the green at his mercy now.
Might go into the pink and reds off this Ted. Just rushed it a little bit. Didn't quite get the contact and enough screw on it.
But will that red go across the table into the center? It looks as though it will.
Five. 10. $11.
Just a wee bit short again. To be nicely on the blue. What he was looking at there was to take the blue and go into the pink and reds again.
Blue ball.
Might still be able to do that.
Oh
Peter
dear.
Ebdon, 11.
He's just under so much pressure as Peter at the moment. Probably feels good, has been cueing well, but when you're so far behind, it plays havoc with your confidence and sometimes your cue action. Even that shot he didn't get it as he intended, so he's mentally the strongest player in the game, Peter Ebdon, and he's finding it very difficult out there.
Well, I have the feeling that Stephen will play the same red that Peter played there. But I'm wrong. He's playing another one.
Just gone very awkward here. The blue, the pink and the black are virtually tied up. The yellow's tied up. There's not a lot to go at. That certainly was ambitious.
He really is an amazing putter.
Four. Stephen Hendry, 4. One.
Deserved round of applause there. Now, what can he disturb when potting? I would think the brown's the best ball to get position.
Brown ball.
And be attempting to free the pink or even the black here.
5.
Well, that's not worked out too bad, Dennis.
Still got a lot of problems though, hasn't he, Ted?
Yes, the colours are terribly difficult.
6.
Well, he tried to bring the blue into play. Once again, I think I'd have played down for the green or brown and then tried to get up and disturb the pink and reds, possibly. But
Blue ball. Peter Upton, 6.
I think Peter's made his mind up. He's going to try and pot himself out of trouble, but it's not always the best thing to do.
Stephen, having a very good look at that black, huh? Now, here's a chance.
Well, we're staying with the live snooker here to the end of this frame, which is the last afternoon, and Rugby Special will be following shortly.
And isn't it amazing? Peter had 2 or 3 goes at freeing the pink and the reds, didn't manage it. Stephen Hendry's done it for him.
Well, it appears to me, Dennis, to be the most difficult red to have a go at, and what he's going to try.
Yeah, he wants to get on the pink immediately, Ted. Could take the one to the right of the white, screw up for... well, he could even get on the pink off that. If he doesn't fancy the pink, he can go further up the table, so he's taking your advice, Ted.
1.
Now he's come very straight on the green.
Four.
Would you believe that?
Peter Upton, 4.
Well, I bet Peter just can't believe what's happening out there. He took that red on just to clear the pink spot. And he's concentrating more on the position there. Oh, that must be so confusing.
One.
I bet Stephen can't believe what's happening here this afternoon. He has played some brilliant snooker, Stephen, but having said that,
7.
the scoreline, there could have been just a couple of frames in it, had Peter not just slipped up at the vital stages.
8. 12. 13.
I think he's got a slight angle on the pink, so he can just stun the cue ball over in between the two reds. Well, he got a bad contact. Red into the middle, straight forward.
19.
Well, it's not that straightforward.
Stephen Hendry, 19.
So mistakes are coming into both their games now. He's not quite sure what is happening.
One.
Two difficult reds left.
5.
Well, if you're wondering what's happened to Rugby Special, we are staying with this live frame, the last of the afternoon, here at the Royal Library UK, and Rugby Special will follow as soon as this finishes.
6.
Yes, that was a cracker.
Yes, just looking at the position of the balls, he needs a couple of crackers, Ted.
12.
Yes, that yellow doesn't look very helpful down there. Right underneath the bulk cushion.
Peter Ebden, 12.
It's okay, played that very cleverly. He knew he had a chance of the snooker if the red didn't go in.
Oh, he's left it. Expected to kiss the red along the top cushion towards the black, and didn't get enough sight on the cue ball.
But as you mentioned, Ted, the yellow ball tight on the opposite cushion, and Peter probably will take the cue ball up towards the green, brown and blue off this one. Be quite easy to get on the pink, but you might go further up the table.
1.
Now he's got the blue, and it looks as if he's got an angle to disturb the yellow, so if this one works out, he could clinch the frame. Needs a little bit of good fortune when playing the cannon onto the yellow. Well, he's taking the brown instead of the more difficult blue.
So a
5.
lead of 20 points. An easy chance of leaving a snooker here.
Peter Ebden, 5.
Well, he should have got the cue ball close up onto the green.
That was well played, having to swerve around it, but a chance for Peter to tuck that cue ball in behind the black. Well, is he taking the yellow on?
gets a little ambitious at times, Dennis.
Well, that's rather fortunate there to finish up with the snooker. Stephen missed the pot by quite a margin. Can he knock the yellow safe?
£20 the difference.
Yeah, he's straight, but he can screw this back for the green.
And he's going to finish over the centre pocket.
Well, it wasn't a straightforward shot to pot the yellow and get to the green. He had to play it with a lot of screw. He was digging down on the shot, and he got a little bit of swerve into it. But at least he's got the yellow safe.
Put a table between the two balls.
How did you know that, Ted?
It's one of those clever guesses.
I suppose we should just clear that up. The snooker table is 12 foot by 6 foot.
Not quite hard enough.
Five.
Yes, the yellow's surely a frame winner.
Yes, that was a big yellow. A little smile from Peter.
14.
Well, it's been a long afternoon for Peter Ebdon.
Peter Ebdon.
Handshake, and Hendry leads 7 frames to 2.
Well, the champion walks out, leading by 7 frames to 2. Remember, it's the first of 10. There are 10 more to be played tonight. At least Peter Ebdon's gone in, having won the last of the afternoon. See you at 10.